Hello everyone and welcome back to the Ukir tribe, and we have moved away from the snowy mountains that we have been visiting over the last few episodes, and we have brought with us quite the adventurous little expansion to our tribe. We have so many new genes like the mammoth foot. I still cannot get over the fact that Anka has such an awesome trait, though I'm very grateful that we've managed to spread armored body and even a little bit of the hammertail. There's a few recessive hammertails and a few dominant hammertails moving through our group now. So I would say overall being able to pull in 3 out of the 5 or 6 hidden genes that are locked away in those icy blocks on other snowy islands is a pretty good thing. And our overall goal for the Ukir tribe is to eventually manage to get every single one of those hidden genetics. But for now, we're going to have just a really nice relaxing little break. We're going to let Zafira enjoy the last twilight days of her life. Already, I cannot believe that has happened so fast, with her mate Glacier, who is also becoming quite old, and they're going to settle in. And even though it was so much fun living on that island and chasing down the walrus deer, we're probably going to get a lot further if we manage to store up tons and tons of food over here on this island. And well, I'm not sure which way to go, because a lot of you guys were split on if we should go over towards the flower port. Did I say plort again? Oh my gosh, I've got Slime Rancher on the brain so much lately. We were trying to figure out if we were going to head over here to the flower port, or if we were going to go over here to the jungle port, and which one we should aim for in order to send our tribe onto another island, and then again onto another island in search of more snowy lands. We're just going to stop off over here until maybe we have, about 500 food or so, and then once we have a really great food resource stocked up, and once we have a lot of the nest resources stocked up, and once we have spread through our family tree the precious genetics that we are trying to cling on to from no, it's not the time for some Star Trek jokes. Okay, moving on. But some of the genetics that we have from the ice blocks, then we'll move on. So I don't know how long we'll stay here, hopefully not too long, but we'll just go ahead and get started, get everybody comfortable. I'm kind of leaning towards the jungle port rather than the flower port, just because it would be really cool to go over with a bunch of armored bodies and be like, haha, apes, you mean nothing to us. But I think the other reason I want to come over here is that there's 2 trees right next to each other. They're side by side, and over here, well, I guess technically there's 2 trees right here, almost 3 trees now that I think of it, because I could probably get creatures moved over pretty quickly from this 3rd tree to the flower port. Yeah, I think we'll head towards the flower area then, and we can also clear away a whole bunch of the savanna grass, and I think that that actually gives you a special boost with lean body. It used to give you, or is that ears? I think it either gives you lean body or better ears. And now that I think of it, are ears a trait we can work with? I'm trying to remember, because it's been so long. I mean, ears are a trait we can work with. Do we have, no, not that. Let's look in our mutation menu. We have big ears, which increase heat resistance, and they also increase your hearing. I guess we should have been breeding in big ears this whole time, because I don't think there's something ear related to our ice genes that we would really worry about, but we'll have to see. All right, so we've got some pregnant bellies. Black Rose is currently expecting. I actually can't remember who she's expecting the child of. I totally forgot. I think it's not Azar. I'm pretty sure, is it Raiju? Maybe it's Raiju or Tatata. I can't remember who the father of Black Rose's child is. Maybe it's Budo. I think it's Budo. Yeah, it's Budo and Black Rose. I remember because the 2 bees have fallen in love. Then we've got Annika with her I almost called her just like Mammoth Foot. But she is also expecting a baby, which is actually pretty lucky now that I look at how low her fertility is. And she's expecting a child with Azar, who ran all the way across the snowy island we were at, cracked open the ice block, and rescued her. And I really love the idea that Anka is actually super duper shy. She doesn't know what to think about all these new creatures who don't even speak the same language that she really does. Everything sounds heavily accented and difficult to understand, but she's sort of snuggled up to Azar, kind of almost in that like, I don't like you, but I like you sort of way, to try to find somebody that she can connect with. And I think that Azar's 2 other mates might be a little bit jealous. I think maybe Karami, and I think, who was his other mate? Not Zafira, not Laika, that's his daughter, Amy, excuse me. So I think Amy and Karami, who have been waiting forever for Azar to come back, are a little bit put out that he has brought back this female, and not only that, but she's also expecting. But they're nest sisters, and they're going to do their best to try to accept this new nest sister into their embrace. And also, somebody tweeted to me a great idea that the mammut foot here is really, really soft, and so if Anka can kind of relax a little bit and just calm down, then her legs probably make super comfortable little beds for all of the babies to curl up against, and so she might make a really great nest mother to kind of watch over the nursery, because then all of the babies could just lay down on that soft leg. And I just thought that was so cute, the idea of her being just very defensive of the itty bitties in the nursery. So all right, enough rambling. I'm just really happy we've still got some stories going strong. Kunu, you have got that awesome stinky tail, oh my goodness, and he does have recessive hammer tail too, so we were actually thinking about having him and Black Rose end up having a bit of a romance going on here too. I think Budo and Kunu might kind of bump heads a little bit trying to get Black Rose's attention. But I really have rambled enough, so where to begin? I know Zafira is going to pass away soon, so I need a nest, and I don't see a nest immediately. Budo has a pregnant mate with Black Rose, so we'll send him straight over here to start clearing stuff out. And we will start working our way towards the flower port, I think. I think maybe they're in love with the idea of flowers. Oh gosh! And there's a cactus, but we're not going to go ahead and harvest from that. How far in can we get? There's a couple cactuses. And then Laika is feeling really warmed up. She loves her pack, loves being with her pack, has awesome armored body. It would actually maybe be a good mate for Budo. Do I have somebody else? Ooh, even better mate with Raiju, because he's got armored body, recessive, and he's got E and K immunity. So we've got plenty to start working with when we start breeding everybody together. Look at that, some koi fish. This is so cool. Oh, and there's a whole berry bush. Oh my gosh, this is going to be really exciting. Okay, so let's see. Kosi. I'm pretty sure Kosi needs to constantly be having babies. What? There's already a leech? Glacier, how did you end up with a leech so soon? All right, yeah, Kosi and Glacier can actually be mates. So I think that Kosi will kind of, in her fussy, sassy way, pluck that leech off and probably just toss it down to eat it. And then Glacier, oh no, we weren't able to have it successful. What? Glacier did his best. Glacier, is it because you're old? No, it's because Kosi has very low fertility. Oh, finally! Holy moly, we had to use 5 moves to get Kosi expectant again. I don't know about that, guys. All right, so we've got a lot of pregnant females. I kind of want to try to get them over to the tree, but it's probably better to have like an emergency nest just more or less right over here. So maybe, maybe I'll go ahead. Zafira, you only have 3 days left. So I'm going to let Zafira go ahead, and she's just going to be really tired and say this is far enough and go ahead and make a nest right there to have her babies at. Azar, I think that his mates, Karami only has 2 days left. So I think Azar, let's see, let's move her over here and Azar over here. Oh my gosh, the mating! What's happening? Why we were supposed to have more babies than that? Oh my goodness, this is gonna get a little interesting. Winda, at least we can start scooching over this direction and she can start helping to clear things away. Anka, I don't think Anka wants to go very far away from Azar. But we have to watch out for our babies that we might start having. So I think she might kind of scooch over here just to get a little bit of space from everybody, but she doesn't like being that far away. And we'll have to Tata scooch this way because he's really fast at moving too. And then Raiju and Laka. I think Raiju is kind of keeping an eye on Lakila, and we'll have him start moving over towards her. All right, so this is really very interesting. Maybe it's because so many of our creatures have gotten older that we're really struggling with being able to get the mating to work, but at least we've got some babies on the way. So getting that high fertility up is going to be a lot more important than I was thinking. All right, let's go ahead. Baby! All right, let's check you out, little one. Yes, a female with double armored body. Fantastic. Again, that low fertility is kind of beginning to be a bit of an issue. There we go, and now I have a nice little name list pulled up so that I can name all of our little creatures based off of the names you guys have submitted. Like I keep saying, you can leave the names in the comments, and then I will happily go through. If you can leave it like one line per name, I copy paste it into a gigantic file, and then go through it when we have little ones like this lovely one, who I'm going to name Tria, because that sounds like a really awesome name. So little Tria. And she has the cracker jaw, which is really useful because hopefully we can use that to crack open a whole bunch of the nuts around the trees. And look at her! She's got armored body, she's got normal eyesight, C&E immunity, and beautiful yellow eyes. I've been very surprised at how the yellow eyes have really taken over in our tribe. But there you are, little Zafira. Zafira, can you have one more baby? Like, oh, we don't have enough nesting material. Oh man, we're low on nesting material. What are we gonna do? Ta-ta-ta. Help us out. So let's start gathering up nesting material really quickly. Darn it, no nesting material. We're getting kind of close on food, but not desperately close. So Lakila, I think, is going to be wandering this way. And then I think Anka is going to be like angrily in the kind of sassy way, gathering up nesting material because she's ready to have her first baby. And then Wendia can help out with gathering nesting material. Maybe that's just like the first thing everybody's thinking about now. And Glacier, let's see, here's Budo. All right, Budo can help out. Come on, we're so close. Black Rose. I think everyone's just like going to be focused on trying to gather up nesting material for a second. Kosi. Yes, all right, we have one more. And I actually want Zafira to have one more baby because she is, I think, one of our few females with armored body who has a mate who also has armored body. So Glacier and Zafira will have one last child, I hope. I really hope. Oh, thank goodness that took. And we'll gather up that. There we go. And I think I'll go ahead and let Glacier just stand next to his mate because they have done so much. They were the two who Maddox and Cora invested all of the hopes in the future of the Yukir tribe into, and they were the two who led us to the last icy island and have really guided this tribe through everything and left behind a strong legacy of armored-bodied children. So I want to make sure they have plenty and plenty of children to pass on those genes. And just really quick apologies if I seem to be going a little slower. I'm still not feeling 100% well, but I'm very happy to be here. So I know I'm going a little slower than usual, and I apologize, guys. Just hang in there, hang in there. It'll work out. It'll work out. All right, so let's see. Azar. But yeah, just hang in there, guys. It'll work out as I get to feeling a bit better. Azar, did you ever manage to get Karami pregnant? Oh, and Karami's gonna pass away. No, Karami! I wanted you to have one more child with Azar. Oh, Amy, come say goodbye to your nest sister. Oh gosh, this is gonna be really tragic. I'll let her just gather these pieces up. And then, yes, we have a successful pregnancy. And I think Amy will like take on the name Karami. She'll remember her nest sister by hopefully having a child named after her in the future. And Azara, you can stay over here and just kind of contemplate how your mates are getting a bit older. And then Raiju is still quite enamored with Lakila, so we're going to have him start moving his way over there. He's not the fastest creature in the world, but we have a lot of stealth on this like tank. He doesn't really need stealth, but he's got it. There we go. And then Kosi, I think she's feeling a little bit sassy and ready to start moving around and finding a place to have her own babies. And I think she might be a little bit curious about Anka and a little bit like nose in the air about Black Rose. So I think she'd come over to kind of see what Anka's up to. And then Kunu, we'll just clear away this grass just to make sure we get the last of it. We don't really have to worry about stealth when most of our creatures we're going for are going to have armored body. And let's go ahead and see what Zafira's last child, or almost last child, is going to be like. Oh, did we lose somebody? Oh, we did! We lost someone and we have a predator in the midst. Oh my gosh, it's not going to do anything because Lakila, you have no attack. Why don't you even have antlers, Lakila? Do you have some attack? Oh, actually, Kosi has some attack. She's got a lot of attack because of that hammer tail. Kosi! There you go, Kosi! This is awesome! And then I think Raiju would, like, rush over. I say rush. He didn't exactly move at the speed of light there. And then, let's see. The carnivore is almost taken out. And Lakila, she can't really do anything, so I'm just going to send her over here. She can try. She'll say that she jumped up here to try to get a better view of everything. But she's just too gentle-hearted. She doesn't even have any attack at all. And meanwhile, Anka does have some attack. So I wonder if Anka and Kosi might bond over the fact that they both, pregnant bellies, for one thing, but they both attack the predator. And Wendia Can I get her over here in time? Well, we can eventually start attacking this predator. And Budo, I think, would be very upset. Well, Budo's staying with Black Rose for the most part. And I think he would kind of stay in the area. They've got that predator taken. They're going to take that predator down in just a second. Let's scooch Tria over. She's going to stand down here. And we'll go ahead and let Black Rose have her baby. Just settle in and kind of have her baby right here. And who's the little one that we just had? Another female meme. Oh, I kind of want to leave her name. Little meme. Oh gosh. And she's got that armored body again. Fantastic. And this time she has brown eyes, gray fur, very much like her daddy. She looks like a little miniature version of her daddy. Just with different colored eyes. That's awesome. Okay, I think I'm going to leave her name as meme because that's adorable. And I think that's the last child Zafira is going to be able to have. So she and Glacier, it's their final moments. I kind of feel like they would stay over at this spot. Even though it wastes some moves, I'm not going to move them. I'm going to let them stay right here and just kind of have a good conversation with everybody who happens to be over here too about the future of the tribe and what to do and where to go. I'm going to dig up some roots. And we'll have Azar kind of just spend a moment with everybody. I'll have him scooch over here because he can still hear them from this side. And then Amy will start... I guess Amy should probably stay over here too. So I think Amy and Azar will stay in this area because Amy can't exactly move very far with her frog feet. And little Tria, how did you end up with frog feet? What were you guys hiding? Who was hiding webbed feet? Aw man, Zafira. You and Glacier were hiding webbed feet. Oh well. All right, and this is Black Rose's first child, I think. There we go. Again, sorry if I seem a little scattered, guys. I'm still pretty sick, but I'm getting much better as time goes on. So Glacier, maybe I'll move him over here, and he'll just kind of like say some final words, and I'll move Zafira up here, and she'll say some final words. And it seems like Kunu is having this battle with this Crabbit down here. All right, so we're going to see what Black Rose's first child with Budo is going to be. Let's go ahead and see. Oh! Glacier! Zafira! I'm going to miss you too! Oh gosh, that's really hard to just like say goodbye to them. Oh, and I forgot that we put the normal eyesight into the mutation menu. That is probably going to help us out a lot because Black Rose did have blind eye recessive, and now she has had her child, beautiful Rota, who has a medium body and not an armored body. Gosh darn it, it's going to be so hard to breed these genes in, but we're going to have to just do our best. That's what this entire island is going to be dedicated to. And then, did you hurt Anka? Who got hurt? Anka? Has anyone been hurt? Did he try to chew on Wendia? I think he may have tried to chew on... Oh no, Tatata! Tatata's been hurt! Alright. I think that Kosi's had enough. So she went ahead and took out that predator and got quite a bit of food from it. And then I think Wendia... Let's see... Yeah, Wendia and Tatata could actually be mates. So I think that Wendia, seeing Tatata rush to help everybody, would go ahead, try to heal him up, and now she is expectant with a child. And Tatata is probably a little bit flummoxed at the fact that he's just about to be a father. So we'll send him over. Can he do any nut cracking? He cannot, but he can do some gathering, he can do a little bit of attacking, and he can do some digging. So we might send him off to look for roots. Oh, and there's... He just found himself a nice bush, so he can gather up some berries to offer to his new mate, Wendia. Meanwhile, over here, Lakila is just going to be dutifully clearing away all of this grass, and Raiju is just about to finally wiggle his way over towards her. We'll have him jump over here to gather up some of these nuts, and then he can approach her romantically, and they can try to see what will happen. I haven't found a permanent nest yet, which is kind of interesting. There's a whole bunch of tree stumps, but no permanent nest, so we may have to be very careful with our nest in the future. All right, and little Rota, he is the child of Budo, who has just lost both his parents and probably inherited some degree, because he has armored body, of the control of the tribe, or at least like the guidance of the tribe. I bet he and Black Rose are suddenly in charge of his younger siblings Tria and Meme too. So little Rota, we're going to give him the name. Let's see. Let's go with Zuko. I like that name. I like that name a lot, and it's one of the first ones up here. But it's one of my favorite characters, and it also happens to be like the O at the end, just like his dad Budo. All right, so Black Rose, I don't think you were really the mothering type, but now suddenly you've inherited a small fleet of babies who need attention. So at least she has a good tail whacker to be able to chase anyone who might mess with them away. And we'll go ahead and get Amy, I keep trying to decide how I'm going to pronounce her name, into the nest, and we'll have Azar go ahead and clear away some of the stuff up here, and little Tria can join him. So she can have some tutelage under Azar on how to clear away stuff. She has quite a bit of boldness, more so than Azar, because Tria is going to be fine. She has armored body, so nothing can really hurt her. All right, and Budo is going to be busy clearing things away, trying to do what he can to make things a little bit better for his mate. Kunu, there you go. Kunu has helped out over here. He'll gather up some food over here. We really need to start gathering up more food. And I think Anka, whose mate is Azar, is kind of put out because she wanted to get close to Azar, and Azar fell right back into his old family patterns with his other mates. So I think Anka needs to have her baby soon, and so does Kosi. And we don't have enough nesting material. So I think these two will kind of mutter to each other about it, and I'll have to start moving them around. Yeah, I don't have enough nesting material, and they might need to go on a search for a nest. So maybe the word that the nest needs to be searched out will reach Azar. Black Rose, I wonder if I can send her... I think she'd be just a little bit more curious. And since Amy is there, she can keep an eye on the babies. Yeah, no nest. Gosh darn. We definitely need... Oh my gosh! Really? Oh my gosh, Tata! Tata has been reborn again! So we have Tata, and then we've got Tata. So this is much more accurate of a Tata. And he's got gills! Gills, you guys! Underwater breathing! Oh my goodness, and he has a little bit of defense from his big body, and he can breathe underwater. Oh my gosh, we have a Tata. That's hilarious. Okay, my goodness. Amy, I didn't expect you to mutate in a child like that. That's kind of funny because she also has the frog feet, but I don't think he inherited it. Nope, he's got normal hind legs. Well, that's kind of hilarious. All right, Amy, you can go ahead and just like step this way. We've been breeding her with Azar in the hopes that they'll have a fully armored bodied child, but it's very hard to get armored body, it seems. So we'll have this baby scooch over here. Amy's gonna scooch straight into the nest. And then there we go. I should have done those moves a little differently, but we'll get there. All right, and little Meme can help out with gathering up the grasses because that's what the little ones are being told that they should definitely work on. And Black Rose, I think... Yeah, she can work on it too. And we'll have Budo come up and visit with her. Oh, and they weren't able to have another child. I think Black Rose said, no way! There's not enough nest material to go around. Alright, speaking of nesting material, we'll have Raiju start gathering up a little bit of the food. So we can make sure we're not too desperate on that end. And then Lakila will clear away some stuff here. Oh yeah, and Wendia and Tatata are expecting a baby. Alright, so we've got quite a few little romances going on in all the different directions. But it would be really awesome if instead of having to claw up nesting material, I could actually just find... Nope, not enough there. We could actually just find a permanent nest. So I think Anka will kind of stomp her way this way. I think she feels a little bit neglected by Azar. Oh, there's a spot. And Kosi needs to have her baby. Like, this is a pretty serious deal. I really need this baby to be born. She's one of our few hammertails. I am really remembering how important it is to have enough of the nesting material right about now. Oh, there's a bunny burrow. All right, so let's see if we can get everybody settled. Oh, Amy, you had another baby. Oh, gosh. Well, there's the nesting material. No, and that nest is falling apart. We need a permanent nest very badly. And does this child? Yes, armored-bodied female. Fantastic. All right, let's give this little one a name. We're going to name her, let's go with Katie. That sounds like a really good name. Wonderful. So this is little Katie, and she has E and C immunity. She's got recessive blind eyes, medium tail, but we have that armored body. It's going to be hard to breed in all the genetics, so we should probably just kind of chill and let everybody relax together. Amy will scooch you over here and have you gather up some nesting material, and then we'll have, there you go, and we'll repair the nest even though it uses up some of our precious nesting material. There we are. So Azar is kind of officially in charge of the tribe right now. We have a couple little adventurous girls. Meme and Tria both have full armored body, and they look so much like their father Glacier. So I think Azar misses like his brother in arms Glacier, and is really happy to see the daughters that look like him wandering the world and exploring. And there's a permanent nest. Yes, good job, Tria. Oh my gosh, I think Black Rose would definitely be okay with having another baby now. Thank goodness, Tria, you win all the points. All right, and I think Budo's probably pretty relieved too. So now we just need one more piece. All right, come on, Kosi. Yes, Kosi. All right, she's going to put down a nest, and she's going to dig her nest in, make a comfortable little spot, desperately needing some nest there. And then Anka also needs to have a nest. I'm going to maybe have her do a little more exploring. I feel like she almost feels like she's become a little bit of an outcast of the tribe, unintentionally. Holy moly, this is a very successful tree. We'll have Wendia come down and help to gather up this. And then Tatata, you have fantastic movement. So let's have him. I think he's going to be... Oh, there's a whack-a-mole spot! That's going to make Kosi so happy to have her whack-a-mole spot to be able to eat at. But I think that Tatata would be eagerly searching out another permanent nest to be able to offer to his mate, Wendia. Alright, and then over here we have Kunu. Kunu, I'm going to need your help at searching out a permanent nest too. So we're going to have him come over to help Tatata. Another whack-a-mole spot. Oh, Kosi's going to be just thrilled to pieces. She loves whack-a-mole. All right, and then down here we have little Zuko, already ready to help out with the family. We'll zip him over here, and eventually we'll start wrangling the family towards this direction so they can just have like a nut cracking factory up and going, hopefully. All right, so let's see. Black Rose, your second child, your son Zuko, is doing quite well. Are you ready? And a little girl this time. Oceana. What a beautiful name. I want to leave that name there. That's so lovely. She has recessive hammertail and recessive armored body. She may end up having to become mates with her brother if we don't have more recessive armored tails to play with. And then Amy has had another child. Yes, and this one too also has full armored body. So I think we can safely say armored body is probably going to wiggle its way into our tribe, and we won't have to worry too much about that. I'm going to name this little one Samora. There we go. You guys have such awesome names. It's so much fun to have this huge list to pick from. It helps me so much. Thank you guys. And then we have very interesting Tata. He looks like such a playful little trickster, doesn't he? Doesn't he? That is just so fun. Oh my goodness, and Tria is already full grown. Oh, they grow up so fast, you guys. They just grow up so fast. Oh goodness. And then we have Marimi. What a beautiful name. And she has recessive hammertail as well. Oh my goodness. I definitely need to have Kosi have more children, but we don't have enough room. That's going to be so tricky to make sure we don't lose hammertail now. Kosi, I'm so sorry. I need more permanent nest. Oh Kosi, look at you with your little baby. Oh my gosh, I love it. We need more nest. We desperately need more nest. Let's see. Let's see if I can gather up some nesting material from over here. Nope, but at least I can kind of reveal this spot so I can see. Oh, look at that. Black Rose, you are so pretty. I really love Black Rose the second. She's quite lovely. All right, so I think what we're going to do now is just have to search out some permanent nests kind of in this area. So I'm going to have Kunu and Tatata search over here. I'm going to try to get a nest for Anka. This is getting pretty desperate. Even these nests that we've been using are falling apart by the minute. So this spot over here where Black Rose has a permanent nest is probably going to end up being a spot we just can't move from until we have a new permanent nest. Very important, and also probably a pretty high sign of status. So we're going to have Black Rose have as many babies as she can, and I think she's going to even start searching around for some other males. We might have to wiggle over another male from over here that she would be compatible with. One of these guys, maybe Kunu, with D&E immunity. Yep, I think Kunu is going to need to come on over because we want to make sure Black Rose has as many mates as possible to get that hammertail spread through as many genetic variations as possible in case her children have to breed with one another to keep hammertail alive in the tribe. Plus, I think that Kosi is about to introduce the tribe to the idea of whack-a-mole with her giant tail, and that's going to be pretty fun. And little Anka has kind of become forgotten just because I can't find a good nest for her, and I feel terrible about that. So things are getting pretty tricky, but we're going to search for more permanent nests, and we're going to try to continue to get our tribe with only 34 food established here on this island next time. So I'll see you guys then. Bye-bye.